he managed to beat Magnus Carlsen at that times. Now he is under the same threat. I have feeling this game is going to be really interesting and sharp. We have opposite side castling, and it's always exciting.
And I have to say, this is the trend with Gukesh in this one against Abdusatorov as well.
He could have defeated Levon Aronian yesterday.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure he's not happy for missing those opportunities yesterday.
We have a scotch. Now, for me, I mean, MVL has been playing Bishop e5 pretty religiously, I want to say, against Wesley So, for example. d4 is definitely out of the Nepo playbook. And then the move Bishop c5, a little bit surprising, not Knight f6, then Knight b3.
Knight b3 these days is absolutely the main line against Bishop c5. It's by far the most popular and the most critical line.
Yeah, and Queen f6, jump in, Peter.
Yeah,
I didn't play Knight b3 actually after Bishop c5. I played Bishop b3 or Knight x6. Actually, mostly I played Knight x6 here. So, or Bishop e3. So, but that's another story. And this after Queen f6, I played Queen d2. So that's the. But it's eventually they found that it's like, ironically, it's Queen c6 is not a good one. Queen c6, Bishop d3, it's the white is better. So that's the one of the ideas, and you have to take either dc6 or b6. No, it's the D or B. I mean, both are okay. So though again, I had some really good victories there. So and then Bishop b3 is another line. That's but Knight b3 has become popular because it's the idea is it's after Bishop b6, Knight c3. White was the idea is to play Queen d2, Bishop b3, and castle. So Queen f6. I know it looks a little bit, because challenging because the white wants to play Queen d2 bishop. So it's the.
I think castle is a bit premature for black. Like generally they do d6, and this might be something that he just misremembered as well.
Maybe it's the Bishop b5 is yeah, but the idea of Bishop b5 is he just wants to make sure that after a5, a4, so the bishop is already there. Though still a5 is not a threat, so I don't know. This is another option was to play a4 maybe. So what's
f4? No,
yes,
for sure.
Yes,
that's definitely an option.
Yeah, that's the move that I would consider as my option number one.
H3, G4.
I start pushing Bishop e2 then, because a5 is not doable. If you take on e3, Queen e3, a4, then the knight goes on d4. Yes, so
let's say
yes, a5. Yes, but then you take there, so that's not good.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and if you take on e3 and then after a5, a4 is not a major threat, so you can play knight d4 now.
Yeah.
Maybe that's okay, but I still think white is
go d3. That's not
yes, Bishop b3, cb3 is still better for us because Bishop goes on c4. So that's the. So I would have probably played a4, but I will play Bishop b5 and Queen d6, a4, and f5.
Yep, those are the moves.
Bishop d5. Yeah. Yep. People play Bishop d5.
Yep, that's the last move.
Yeah, that's an important move, I think, because this is if he exchange on f4, then so he just wants to paralyze. So take on e4 is the knight goes on e4. That's bad news. And if you don't take there, then the whole construction looks very
What's the path towards breaking this construction?
Look, it's the you.
The one,
Yes.
the one where he inquires whether his opponent speaks English.
Rook E1, the pin. You're forced to defend, and then you go rook takes, and you're threatening to capture everything. By the way, this guy's still alive.
It's still a big 6, yeah.
So, of course, the evergreen story that Peter is referencing, Victor Korchnoi is playing an Arab grandmaster, Mohammed.
Are you sure it's him? I thought it was a player who was slightly weaker than that, but the gist of the story stays the same.
Yeah,
and Victor is completely winning.
Completely winning. Victor just kind of leans across the board. Excuse me. Yes, says the man kind of nervously.
I think it's one of those positions where, and
it's over. Gukesh said, "Okay, I've seen enough. This is." And Maxime,
31 moves.
You got it.
Yeah, Maxime could have had 4 decisive games out of 4. And he converted yesterday.
Wow.
But it's still a very, very admirable performance for him and a good tour so far. 10 points in Warsaw and joint lead today, probably.
Yep.
Well, not probably, definitely.
Definitely.
Both leaders true.
Yeah. Right, so we will have the Trinity at the top. Unless, as you said, we have 5 players potentially who could. Well, unfortunately for Gukesh, he's no longer one of the 5.
Wow, what a great win for MVL.
Very impressive.
And
Very
now
impressive.
he'll come back so confident tomorrow.